Yo guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I will be reviewing Zangetsu, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so quick overview of Zangetsu. The only way that you can obtain him, as far as I know, is just from pulling from the regular gacha. I'm not sure that he pulls from the limited pull, but just the regular gacha. So if you're close to getting Zangetsu, I believe people on Reddit said after you're level 60 or higher, it gets a little bit harder because your shards start to spread against other ultra rares. But up to level 60, you can pretty much guarantee if you're going to pull any ultra rare shards during the gacha pulls, that is going to be Zangetsu. And it's 150 shards, which is quite a lot, but honestly it's quite worth it if he's someone that you're interested in using, and hopefully after this video he is someone that you're interested in using. But we can see right here he's an attacker type. He also has bleed, an ability to stun, and also rage reduction. So he has a ton of stuff. He comes as an ultra rare and it is just absolutely amazing. Like, he comes as a 4-star ultra rare too, which is absolutely beautiful, dude. Just freaking awesome. But let's go over here to his skills real quick. So for his first skill, Zangetsu, it deals damage to a single target. He's pretty much, the consensus is like he's like Ichigo but like on crack. I'm not gonna say he's like Ichigo but better, but he's like Ichigo on crack. But his first skill, like I said before, single target and inflicts bleed on a target. Sounds exactly like Ichigo for 2 rounds. But there's also a 20% chance for him to stun the target for 1 round, and there's also a 60% chance on top of that for him to gain rage. So the quicker he gains his rage, the quicker his AoE move is going to come out, which is his rage skill. So already off the bat, not only can he apply bleed to a target, but he can stun them and also get his rage up all in one freaking move, dude. Holy crap, that is absolutely disgusting. That is awesome. And I feel like his stun hits a fair amount, and especially with it being a combo skill versus like a rage skill, you get to see a lot more. And I've seen that, I feel like it's worked more than my regular Hitsugaya has ever worked with his freaking AoE rage skill. So the stun does come in handy. It's not super reliable, but it feels good when it hits. But the more reliable part about this is just the rage gain, which is awesome. And of course you can't go wrong with bleed. And then his rage skill, which again is gets a Getensho, like someone that we know. Same as Ichigo's in terms of the range that it hits, but deals bleed to the target, lasts for 2 rounds. Also reduces the target rage by 150%. Not 150%, but 150 points. So one move of his gains him rage for 150 points, and this move right here, his AoE, can take away rage from the enemies, so they can't get their rage skills off and just jaw rock your team. This right here is just sickening, boys. This is great. Like, this is what you want in a unit. You want a unit with multiple uses and multiple ways to deal with different targets, so you can just, you know, go over there and do some jaw rock central action on him. So that is great, dude. That is 100% great. Then his passive is just attack strengthen 2, and then his other passive, his 4-star passive, is motivation. So when he is alive, he increases the rage skill damage of all allies. So everyone on the team gets a boost of the rage skill damage as long as he's on the field. And when an ally receives fatal damage, there's a 5% chance to be reborn for 1 turn. When triggered, HP becomes 1 and the fatal damage is negated. HP is recovered and damage reduction rate is 70%. Now, I've never seen this 5% reborn thing happen at all. It is extremely low. I mean, it's nice that it's there, but obviously it's not something that would be reliable by any means. I mean, the main selling factor here is just that he boosts everyone's rage skill. Honestly, if you could somehow get that to pull off reliably, the reborn, then of course he'd be confirmed OP. But with such a small chance, it's really just like sprinkles on a cupcake. Like, this, it's just a little hint of nice stuff when it works, but I wouldn't really rely on that. But it is nice to have, don't get me wrong. But let's go ahead and move on to War Souls next. Alright, so for War Souls, we can see that he's a Azure Dragon War Soul guy. So of course, as soon as the battle starts, he's getting all kind of rage. Make sure you try and max that as fast as you can. For his second War Soul slot though, mine currently has the Battle Soul of Crimson, as you guys can see, where it boosts his raw attack and it also boosts his bleed damage by a fair amount. There's a couple other ones that you could go with, but since she's already a bleed unit, I wanted to focus on raising his attack and his bleed up. which is specifically why I chose this one. I believe I have a similar one on my Ichigo as well, but maybe his is called something different. Yep, Soul of Rending. Which, again, Soul of Rending, now I'm looking at it, really isn't that great compared to this skill, because this skill boosts up the raw damage of bleed. His Soul of Rending on Ichigo is actually a bad example. This would be something I would go for. If you don't have Battle Soul of Crimson, either raise his base attack up or get something that can raise his bleed up for his second War Soul slot. Now for the last but not least War Soul slot, there are a couple different ones that you could do, but in my opinion, there's only two that has like really shown themselves to me, which of course is Uryu, who I have on my Ichigo at the moment, but what his War Soul does is increases the Soul Bearer's attack by X amount and their mastery skill damage by X amount, and it also can inflict bleed, which is great because Zangetsu is a bleed unit already. No one ever complained about having more bleed. It essentially does what my second War Soul slot does, but more, because it also raises mastery skill damage. So for his combo skill, it's going to raise up his combo skills damage, which once again, boys, I cannot complain. The other one that I've seen recommended on the Reddit as well is the Chad War Soul, the Soul of Evil. This one gives him a little bit more HP to make him a little bit more buffed up, give him a little bit more, you know, ability to withstand hits. But the main selling point of this is that his rage skill now has a chance to stun targets. Now, albeit this one's only at level 1, obviously once you raise it up, it's going to get higher. It's a very, very small chance, as we can see, even if you level it up, like 3.72% chance to stun a target. But the chance is there, and I can understand why it's recommended, for the simple fact that if it does hit, not only will you CC a lot of units possibly when that stun does hit, you'll CC a column of units, but it also adds not reliability, but you're also kind of min-maxing his AoE skill as well, because as we can see from his combo skill, if that's going off and you're lucky enough, he's going to build up his rage skill very, very fast. So if he can CC everyone and then do a combo, he can literally CC like half of a team if you can get that to work, and then also go to his combo skill and get that stun to work. So I could understand either Chad or Uryu. If I ever got any more Uryu those, I would definitely put that War Soul on Zangetsu. And let's take a look at his talent real quick. So he just has Soul Guide, where bleed effect of all characters is increased by 2%. Obviously, if you're going for the bleed route, which is what I'm currently going for, you would want to promote this. But of course, this costs shards, which we could also use to promote Zangetsu. So it's up in the air. Definitely not a bad move in terms of talent. But it's like you got to choose one, man, or the other, or, you know, that's just how it is. But that's a Zangetsu review. Very, very worth it character in my opinion. I've had a lot of fun with him already, even though I'm currently still raising him. Hopefully he'll be up to par with my other units within a couple of days. But yeah, I definitely enjoy having him on the squad. He's someone I would recommend to anyone, as long as, you know, you think he looks cool and don't mind having him on your team, because you don't have to have him on your team. But yeah, that's Zangetsu, boys. If you guys have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you guys want me to review a specific character next, once again, leave a comment below and I'll get to it as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.